Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, checking in with Naive's Vivaldi edition. Volume 75 just showed up. Concerti per vari strumenti due, Volume 2. But if you go back and look, you won't find a Volume 1. That is what is driving me crazy. I went back and I've checked and I've done everything I can. There is a Concerti per vari strumenti, but it is not marked Volume 1. It is this one. And this one is very confusingly marked Volume 25 of the Tesori del Piemonte, Treasures of Piedmont, which is not the Vivaldi edition, but it says up here, pardon me, that it is the Vivaldi edition, but it's also Concertos for Wind Instruments, Volume 4, and it's also marked Opus 111, so it might have been licensed from that defunct label's catalog. You remember Opus 111, Jolanta Skura and her, Europa Galante thing and stuff like that. So I guess this was Volume 1, and this is Volume 2. These guys have got to clean this up. This whole thing is getting very messy. And as we get through the latter stages. Anyway, it's a marvelous disc. Music's terrific. Let me just tell you what you got. I love Vivaldi's concertos for weird instruments, especially tons of them, because they are just so much fun. Oh, my God. All the exciting timbres and things going down. So in this particular one, you have RV, which does not stand for recreational vehicle. It stands for Reihumsverzeichnis. It's the Vivaldi catalog. 535, 543, 553, 555, 557, and 570. So we've got, let's see, here we go. 570 is for, that's Tempesta di Mare, Storm at Sea. That's basically a flute concerto. It's for flute and oboe and bassoon, strings, and continuo. Now, 557 is for 2 violins, 2 oboes, 2 flutes, and bassoon. Concerto, RV 543 is violin and oboe. 553 is 4 violins, obbligati, viola, and basso continuo. 535 is 2 oboes, strings, and basso continuo. And then there's 555. 555. One of the total extravaganzas. It's so much fun. 3 violin solos, 2 violini in tromba marina. Nobody's quite sure what that means. Oboe, 2 flutes, 2 viola al inglese. That's viola da gamba. 1 salmoe, which is a primitive clarinet, 2 cellos, 2 harpsichords, strings, and basso continuo. Well, isn't that an extravaganza? And there will be more. There should be more. There should be a Volume 3. But, God knows when that's coming or how it's coming. Now, the performers on this particular volume are, let's see, Les Musiciens du Prince-Monaco under Gianluca Capuano. Oh, they're fine. They play beautifully. It's lovely. It's fun music. Vivaldi's concerti are just an endless source of delight. They really, I think this is an amazing project. If they actually get a chance to organize it correctly so that we can, as I'm manipulating and playing with this stuff. Here we go. If they get a chance to organize it properly so that we can make sense of it. Vivaldi's output is huge and extremely complicated to organize. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of concertos, as you know, but it's like Scarlatti sonatas. They're not all that much longer in some respects. Most of these concertos are 7-8 minutes long in 3 movements, and they need to do a better job putting the series together and telling us how they're doing it so that we can actually wrap our brains around it and anticipate it and collect it. Because this one, the first volume, is no longer in print. It's available as a download. I checked Amazon, I checked Presto, I looked around. You can't find this. So what is the point in issuing volume 2 right here if you cannot get volume 1 similarly? That is, similarly as physical product. If you want to do just downloads, do just downloads. But don't taunt people with a CD of the second in the set when you can't get the first, assuming that that really is the first. Because it doesn't say it's the first, but it probably is the first. I mean, it's all terribly complicated, but I really recommend that you hear these concerti because they're wonderful works. I mean, everybody knows The Storm at Sea, but the others, they're not well known, and they're just known for the gobs of instruments that they use. And they really ought to just do Vivaldi with gobs. There have been quite a few individual discs of Vivaldi's concerti for lots of instruments, per molti strumenti, as they say. But, doing them all in an organized fashion, I mean, let's at least figure this out, guys. Come on, Naive. You're going through all of this effort and time and expense. Make it easy for us. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.